Howdy folks, and welcome back. I've been working on some pretty large and intense games this year, be it from AC Valhalla, Borderlands, or Dredge 3 times. But, sometimes you just gotta curl up with a rated E for everyone game and get yourself a nice easy platinum. Also because the dopamine rush is still fantastic no matter what game. For me, that was Cat Quest. Now, there is a Cat Quest 2 and 3, and who knows, maybe I'll cover them if y'all want to see the trifecta. But let's start with the OG. Cat Quest was released in 2017 by the indie studio Gentle Bros, who, if I did my research right, were only like 2 or 3 dudes making this game. Now, let's actually talk about the game. PSN Profiles gives this game a 3 out of 10 difficulty. I'd say maybe more like a 1 out of 10, maybe a 2 out of 10 if I'm feeling kind. With the platinum obtained within about 12 hours, and honestly, yeah, that's about right. We're nearing the end of the year, and I really wanted to put out just one more fun little video for y'all. Without further ado though, there are 23 trophies including the platinum up for grabs, so let's throw that up on the board here. Happy holidays, merry belated Christmas, and may 2025 be a better year for us all, and let's begin. Finally, before we continue, I just have to say, if you have kids who are interested in platinum collecting, be it they've seen YouTubers or watched you do it, this is a fantastic starter game. There's a small grind near the end that teaches them patience, enough trophies that it feels good to finish, but not too many that it'll sort of stifle them, and the combat is easy, but not a point-and-click adventure. Anyways, with that out of the way, the story of Cat Quest is simple. Your sister was taken from you by an evil cat, and you have to save her. There's also a whole thing with dragons and a mark on the back of your head, but if we're being honest, again, the story is simple. So let's just get straight on into that trophy list. Now, most of the trophies in the game are pretty repetitive, meaning you're just gonna do the same action, just multiple times. And you'll see what I mean here in a little bit. It actually made figuring out how to structure this video a little difficult, but it's also a good test for my future content. Let me know which you prefer. If you prefer a more in-depth video, that kind of hits all the story beats as well as goes a lot more into my own sort of adventure in the game, so to speak. Or if you care for a shorter video, like this one, where we just sort of hit all the trophies, talk a little bit, and then we're done in less than 30 minutes. It's always nice to hear what folks have to say regarding what they like. I was first gonna actually group all the similar trophies together, but I feel like it'll take away a little bit from the natural progression of the game. With that though, we receive our first trophy, Felon Guard Lore, for finding our very first monument. Think of these as your just bog standard lore collectibles. I'll admit, it took me a second longer to figure out how gear actually worked in the game. There are a set number of different gear items, 66 in total, but you can find duplicates, and doing so increases that item's level. So when you find 3 different arms and armor, you're awarded the Fashionista Kitty trophy. Another main mechanic in the game are the dungeons. These can either be caves that you see on the map, or ruins that are denoted by a Greek letter, alpha, beta, epsilon, etc. When you clear out 5 caves, you're going to be awarded with the Dungeon Litter trophy. Make sure it actually says cleared, in the big letters, but also note that you don't actually have to 100% the cave by getting all the chests. And finally, the last important mechanic are the side quests, because no good adventure game would be complete without side quests. There are a total of 62, though since the game has come out, a few more have been added. Just do all of them. The XP will be necessary for the level grind. Once you complete 6 side quests, you'll be rewarded with the Helper of Cats trophy. Haha, I lied and definitely didn't accidentally skip over this while writing the script. The official last mechanic of the game is magic. There are 7 different skills, of which you can have 2 active at any one time. They can only be unlocked by finding wizard huts strewn throughout the world. Just make sure you got the cash for the magic. Nothing's free in life, even as a cat. This is an adventure game. How else are you supposed to know that you're improving? Well, levels, of course. Of which there are 99. I'll get into it later. For now, though, just hitting level 10 gets you the Cat Venturer trophy. As I said, there is a story to the game. You're not just some unnamed cat going around beating the heck out of the wildlife. Though, if someone does make a game like that, please let me know. I will happily play it. The basic premise, as I said before, is this white cat, Dracoth, has kidnapped your sister, and you're now joined by Speary, the cute little spirit cat, to help you defeat Dracoth. He tells you that to free your sister, you gotta kill 3 dragons he summoned. There's a bit of, actually a lot of, cliche that the game likes to call out. I usually find this fourth wall breaking kind of annoying, but I'm not sure. I actually kind of found it a little amusing in this game. Anyways, all of that is to say the next trophy is Dragon Slayer, and it's for killing the first of the 3 dragons, the Fire Dragon. These aren't the easiest fights, but, you know, I am a pro gamer, so I first tried it. I know, you can clap for me. And honestly, this is where the repetition just now begins. The rest of the trophies outside of the Platinum will be just doing the same thing, but more. To kick us off, we have the Purr of the Arcane for unlocking 4 magic abilities. Again, remember, having to pay for it, because you will never escape capitalism. Never. We continue with Felongard Loremaker for seeing half of all the monuments. Apparently, maybe humans ruled these lands at one point and actually made the cats. I honestly don't remember the story very well. My headcanon is the humans killed each other and the cats took over Planet of the Apes style. A cat in need is a cat indeed, and as a chivalrous hero, it is my duty and honor to dispatch the evils within this world for those less fortunate than I in martial skill. I square up against this demon of death and do glorious battle. Upon my eventual victory, I triumph over the corpse of my recently deceased foe and am awarded for my valor with the Servant of Cats trophy for completing 30 side quests. After learning the ancient art of water walking, the next dragon to do the dance of death with me is the Ice Dragon. And, upon its inevitable loss to my blade, the trophy Dragon Master is gifted to me freely. Like any good collector of wares, one must have a large repertoire of weapons and armor. I am no different, and upon collecting 30 arms or armor, Fashionista Cat is added to my collection. I am a god in the fur of a cat! I control all 7 arcane powers! Fear me, mortals! Oh, and the power of arcane trophy pops. The final dragon. The Arcane Dragon. Our battle will be legendary. The story will be told for all the little kittens. Come, do battle with your lord and master! Your defeat was predetermined, but your lifeblood awards me thus with the Dragon Legend Trophy. Thank you for your boon. Your blood is then converted into the holy experience points, allowing me to raise myself to level 50 and granting me yet another beautiful boon from Sony, the Furry Catventurer. Much like Lara Croft or Indiana Jones, I am a sucker for a good dungeon, and this world is filled with them. Clearing 25 of the known dungeons awards me the Dungeon Scrounger Trophy. Let us continue our adventure. As the Greek historian and general Thucydides puts it, the society that separates its scholars from its warriors will have its thinking done by cowards and its fighting by fools. I am not a fool nor a coward, for I am the Felongard Lore Master, after locating all the monuments. As the furry god is my witness, I have transcended the bounds of earthly pleasure and only live to serve my fellow cats in need. For this, upon completion of the last of 62 quests, the Savior of Cats trophy is mine to wear as a badge of honor. And thus, the game's story comes to a close, where we finally must defeat Dracoth, who is honestly just trying to free his old master from the Zero Dimension, and then needs the blood of a powerful cat to do that. But, like, a dead cat, like he can't use his own blood, for reasons. Also, 2 things. 1, apparently our sister, it ain't even real. Completely fabricated memory to mess with our heads. And 2, Speary, our little buddy who's been working with us, he's been working for Dracoth, and he's been subtly making us more powerful. So, thanks, I think. We then begin the battle, and I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be a hard fight, but Just watch. This is phase 1. Phase 2. Phase 3, which was a little longer. And phase 4. And that wraps it up. Dracoth dies, and we escape the empty void of darkness. Although, to get the actual trophy, we have one last place to go. We find ourselves in Dracoth's lair, where we learned a little bit about his background, but honestly, and more importantly, the main story is complete, and the trophy Dragon Hero is ours. But wait! Our odyssey is not yet complete, as we have 27 more dungeons to clear, and upon clearing all 52 in the world, the title of Dungeon Master is ours! The, and good timing on this, end of the Christmas-related quest gives us our last equipment piece, bringing us to a total 66, and thus the Fashionista Lion Trophy has popped. This ride's almost complete, folks. Let's hold on. So our last trophy prior to the Platinum is Super Cat Venture for getting level 99. This grind is still a massive slog, just simply because it can get tedious. Best way to do this is by running the same cave, the hidden cave, over and over, as every time you clear it, you're almost guaranteed to get a level every time. Get to 99, get that trophy. And of course, with no introduction necessary, the Platinum Trophy from a game clearly out of the 2010s, Le Platinum Trophy, is obtained. Now, this is a short game and a shorter video, but it had so much charm to it. I really did enjoy it. The music did start to get pretty repetitive after about the second hour, but you could always just turn it off. Why I didn't, I have no idea. As I said in the beginning, and I'll say it here again, this is a great starter Platinum for anyone who is trying to kind of get into it, but as well specifically for kids because of how short it is, but it also teaches all the skills necessary to get harder Platinums. Mostly patience. I hope you all enjoyed this shorter and last video of the year. I will see you all in 2025 at some point with something much longer. Peace, and Happy New Year, folks.